Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Oh, I feel like it's been so long. I mean, it's only been 1 month since I posted, but it feels like a while. It feels weird not posting every month. But I am back today and I'm going to be showing you guys everything I got not only in July but also in May. To be granted though, I didn't really buy much in May. I just bought two little things, and that's part of the reason why I didn't do a May video, just because just two albums and a video seems kind of small. But yeah, show everything I got because I got a lot. I went to Japan at the beginning of this month, which was so awesome. It was so much fun. It was an amazing good time. I miss it so much already. And while I was there, there is a store called Book Off. It sells like used stuff. Kind of like, as you can tell in the name, they sell used books. They have DVDs, they have video games, they have CDs. I saw iPhones being sold, laptops. Some stores have closed. It's just like a used store mecca, and it's a great place to buy not only K-pop albums but the Japanese releases that K-pop groups do. And that's what I did. Starting off, I'm just going to show you the couple things I did get in May. And during May, NCT came and had their concert, and it was amazing. It was so much fun. I had a great time. My seat was actually a pretty good spot. So when I was there, I finally got their light stick, their big ol' cube. I remember when this first came out, somebody said it reminded them of a meat tenderizer, and I swear to God, that's all I can see now when I think of it. But oh my god, it was so much fun using this at the concert. This is the first K-pop concert that I've gone to that have actually utilized the Bluetooth with the light stick. You see it all the time in Korea. The lights are flickering and they change colors. But a lot of groups just have never brought it over to the US, and so having NCT do that was really, really cool. So I got to that. And at the LA stop, they had it where if you bought merch, it didn't matter how much you spend, even if you just bought one thing, you got a little discount code so you could get a free, I say free because it wasn't entirely free, but their new album, you got it for free. After putting the code in, it took all but like $3.70 off or something like that. But still, that was really, really cool to be able to get that. So I got the album, and I actually got 2 copies of it. This is only 1 copy I got, mainly because this was so cheap, and then on Amazon Prime, they had it for like $15 and 2-day shipping. And I was like, that's not bad. I'm paying basically like $18, $19 for 2 albums for K-pop. That's really, really good. So I got 2 copies. This album is amazing. Superhuman is a good song. Highway to Heaven is the best song on this album, though. I will fight anybody who disagrees. It is so good. I'm very happy that they had to come back. They're just amazing. With the album, I think this is only for international, like if you bought it like from a US seller, but you got this postcard. And then for the photo cards, you get like a traditional photo card, and then you get these little circle cards. And so the 2 I got Johnny. I did not get any bias Taeyong, which is sad. And that's something I will say at the concert. Like, it reconfirmed my bias of Taeyong. That didn't change. Although, a couple members did, like, stick out more than they have before. And I got Do-young, which he is beautiful. Like, I think we all know he is beautiful, but something about seeing him on the big screen at the concert, I was just like, oh my god, how are you that good looking? For the circle things, I got 2 Utah, which is so sad. Not sad that I got him, but sad that I got doubles. But it's okay, because I have a friend who got this album, and he doesn't have a bias in NCT, and he's really nice, and he said he would trade with me so I don't have to couple. So I don't have doubles, so I will be getting a Jaehyun one, which is cool. And I think that kind of works perfect with everybody I got, because honestly, Jaehyun has always been kind of a bias wrecker. And then at the concert, it was Yuta, Johnny, and Do-young that kind of like really stood out to me. So I thought that was pretty amusing that I got them. And the last thing that I got in May was IZ*ONE, their first Japanese single, Suki. I'm not going to pronounce the rest of it because I can't. This is the WIZ*ONE version, the group one. And I wasn't going to buy this because I already have 3 versions of this album. But this person on eBay was selling it with this Nako little postcard thingy. And there's nothing on the back. I don't know why I was going to show that. But out of the set, there's 3 different ones you can get. This was the only one I was missing. and it came with the album pretty cheap, so I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna get this, might as well get like an album out of it for like really, really cheap. So I did. Now on to June, all the albums I got in Japan. So starting off, before I get into the book off stuff, I did buy a couple albums at Tower Records in Shibuya, because there were a couple of new things that I wanted to get, that I wanted to make sure I got photo cards, and one of them is a new release that I know wouldn't be at book off, and it wasn't at all the ones I looked at, because I literally went to like 7 or 8 different book offs. I went to a lot. But the first thing I got was Dreamcatcher, their Piri, the regular version. And I got this because, I don't know if you remember from a previous video, but the last one, when I got this from a group order, when you opened it, this part basically just like falls off. So I have a nice, pristine condition album. And the photo card, no Suwa, sad. But I did get Dami. And I'm actually going to be trading her with my friend that's going to give me the Jaehyun photo card, because Dami is a bias of his and he always helps me out, so I figure I'd help him out. So I'm going to be getting Yuhyun, can't say her name, but I'm going to be getting her photo card. And the other 2 new albums I got was Oneness, their new album, Raise Us. I think these versions are the Twilight and the Dawn. I don't remember which is which. But I got this. This released either the very end of May or the very beginning of June. All I remember, it was right before I left on my trip. And the title track, Twilight, is so good. It is such a great follow-up to Valkyrie. And then this album in general is amazing. It's such a good follow-up to their debut album. And you never know when a group debuts. They could do something awesome, and then the next release, for whatever reason, it just kind of doesn't work with you. This is so good. This met all my expectations. I'm so pleased. They are very quickly rising up a bias list of groups. They're so amazing. I love every song on this album. I really can't name like individual ones that stand out. English Girl, as cringy as the lyrics are, I love that song. Bing Bing is super good. Now is such a good way to end the album. It's so upbeat. So it's like a party song. It's just, oh, I'm fangirling, but it's so good. It's so good. With each version, you get a postcard and a photo card. I think in this group, Ito is my bias, and I only pulled him once, but at least I pulled him. So I got his postcard. And I don't know if there's multiple versions of the postcard. I know there's multiple versions, I think, of the photo cards, but I'm happy to at least get that. And the other postcard is, I think this is Robin. I'm not entirely sure. I know all their names, but putting some of their names to faces is something I'm still kind of like learning how to do. And then for the photo card, I actually got like a little set. I got Seoho, S-E-O-H-O, however you say his name. I'm not sure. I don't want to butcher it. But I got his for both versions, which I thought was really, really funny. They all look really good. They all sing really good too, and rap. But yes, so I got both of his. So yay. Now on to like book off stuff. So, like I said, I went to like 7 or 8 different book offs throughout Japan. Pretty much any area that I was, I did the stuff with my parents that we wanted to do, and I was like, hey, wait a second, let me go on Google Maps and find a book off. And they were totally cool about it, and they made fun of me, and it was pretty great. But the first little group I got was, I did find some 17 albums, and this is their newest one, Happy Ending. This is, I think, just the regular version. Yeah, just the CD. So I found that, which was cool. And then, I don't know which version is this, but they also had like the CD. Still, yeah, CD DVD. I didn't see anything, I got concerned. But I got this one, so that was cool. They actually surprisingly had a lot of 17, which was nice. And what was really cool is when I went down to Shibuya, they were still promoting the single, so they had all the banners up, they were playing the song like over and over as you're walking by. And I guess I caught it on the very last day, because the next day we actually went back to Shibuya real quick for dinner, and all of the banners were gone, and it was another thing, so I was really glad to catch that. And taking a quick little detour from Book Off, Also in Shibuya, they had a pop-up store, which I thought was going to be closed by the time I got there, but it wasn't. I think they also had some kind of like museum thing at H&V. I don't know, I saw like advertisements, and it looked like there was a price of like 500 yen for it, but I never went to it. But they had a pop-up store, and obviously by the bag, I bought stuff because I felt like I had to buy something while I was there. They did have, there were some things that were sold out, but they had like almost like photo card looking things. They had keychains, they had t-shirts, they had jackets. The jackets were really nice, but the jackets were also $130, and I was not gonna spend that much on a jacket. But I did get two things. I got this little pop socket, pretty sure that's what it's called. Got that from my phone, and I have used it a little bit. In the back they just call it a smartphone ring. So I got that because that wasn't too expensive, and it's actually really cute, and it's like a really solid metal. It's very nice. And then I am going to take this out of the bag soon. I might like hang it off my purse, as like fangirly as that is. But it's a little like keychain doll of DK or Dokyeon. He's doing like a little heart. You can see like his back. DK. There we go. But yeah, I saw that and I was laughing, and I was like, I will be judged so hard and made fun of by everybody I work with if I put this, but like it's so cute. So I got that, and my parents got to laugh at me, and I made them take pictures of me next to like the little signs of them, so it was pretty great. Or the next kind of group I got with different albums, which I wasn't really expecting, I was on the lookout for, but I wasn't maybe planning on getting, is there were Pentagon albums. There's actually a lot of Pentagon albums, which is really cool. So I got this version of Violet, because Violet I think is one of my favorite releases of theirs, both of course Japanese and then Korean. It's just such a beautiful song, and the music video matches it so well. So I did get that, and it has all 10 of them, sad. So that was really, really cool. And then I got a couple versions of their newest Japanese single, Cosmo, and apparently they're coming out with another single really soon. Very exciting. Sorry for yelling, but I got Cosmo. This is the regular version, because this is a really, 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 really good song. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. It's fantastic. And then I got to this. I don't know which version this is, but this is a CD/DVD version of Cosmo. Very good. All these albums from Book Off, I do not have photo cards with. That's the thing with used albums. I would say expect not to get a photo card. Sometimes it happens, you get lucky. Like the last time I went to Japan, I got very lucky, and a majority of my albums somehow still came with photo cards. This time around, not so much, but that's okay. I got some girl group albums, Girls' Generation. I am starting to really try to work on their Japanese discography. I want to get all of their limited edition Japanese albums. So I got Loving Girls, the single, which is so cute. And then I got their best album. I don't know which version this is, but this is probably the album I paid the most for. I paid $16, but I know this album I think is really hard to find, so I think $16 was still a pretty good bargain. And everything else I paid between $2 to $9, which is really, really good for Japanese albums. And the last group is SHINee, because of course I have to work on my SHINee discography, and I did, and it was amazing, and it was so good. I'm just gonna speed kind of through these. I got 321. This was the last version that I was missing. They're Floating Heads. Sing Your Song, the regular version, and as you can see there is damage. This was the only CD that got damaged on the flight back, but that's fine because I paid like $2 for this, and if it really bothers me, I'll just buy another version. Yeah, the flight back was terrible, like turbulence the entire time. I got so nauseous, it was not fun. Got the CD and DVD version of Your Number. Just the CD version of Kimi no Seide, which might be one of my favorite Japanese singles. It's really good. The regular edition of DDD, that album. The regular CD only version of 5. The only one I'm missing of this is the fan club version, but that one is very hard to find and people sell it even on Buy for like $400, and I'm not paying that much. The CD DVD version of Winter Wonderland, I was missing this version. Now I only have to collect the fan club versions of this album. I got the first, just the regular CD version. And I got the same album, just the CD DVD. So I have all versions of this album now, which is very exciting. Oh, and this, which is really cool, it actually still came with it. It comes with like a mini calendar, and I have it on June because it's still technically June right now. But it's like little tiny pictures, and it's super cute, and I like it. And I was able to get some Taemin albums. I have completed his Flame of Love albums, which is very exciting. So this is a CD only version. And then I got the CD DVD, which, oops, fell out. This photo book isn't that big, but oh my god, it is so freaking pretty. It is so beautiful. I love it. It's like 4 pages, but it's like beautiful 4 pages. And the last thing I got, which is the best thing I got, still so happy I found this. This is their Romeo album, Korean album, and it's Minho's cover. Him and Key were the only ones I'm missing. Him and Key are like so hard to find. It's damn near impossible. Even on Buy, I struggle to find it for a decent price. A couple months ago, I found someone on eBay selling it, and I got into a bidding war, and I ended up letting it go because the person who won paid like $50 for it, and I'm like, I'm not paying that much for an album. I paid $6 for this. Not only that, this was the very last book off I went to. I wasn't even gonna go to it. It was our last day in Japan. We were in Shinjuku, and we were just walking around, and we were gonna jump to another area, and I was like, you know what? There is a book off near here. Let's check it out. And it was there, and I was so happy, and I don't think my dad understood why I was freaking out, and I was trying to explain it to him, but he was just like, oh, okay. But yeah, I found it. Now I'm only missing Key's album, and so excited because of their Korean group discography. Once I get Key's album, the only other albums I'm missing are very easy to find. They're not out of print, so it's so exciting. Ah, yay! So that was everything I got in the 2 months. It was very good, but now July's coming around. I need to calm down a little bit, especially because KCON tickets go on sale, and that's a whole other like money to spend. But thank you guys so much for watching this super long video, and I will see you next video. Bye.